Hi guys, welcome to Code Artisan Lab. This is video number 40 in Django e-commerce website, and in this video we will show the bar chart of the user orders according to the month on the user dashboard here. Okay, I have already opened the user dashboard. So here we will show the bar chart from the with the help of chart.js. Okay, so chart.js is a very popular library. You can see that. Okay, and you can read the documentation. They have lots of numbers of type of a chart, bar chart, line chart, pie chart. Okay, so but we will use the basics. We will use the just bar chart or line chart. I will show you both. Okay, so let's start to do this. So here I have divided the task. First of all, we will count the data according to the month from the particular user, count the orders, and then we will pass the data to the chart.js and we will draw the bar chart or line chart, whatever we want. Whatever you like, you can draw that. Okay, so let's first we need to get the data. So what I will do here, I'll go to the main, I'll go to the views.py file, and first of all, one thing we will go to the dashboard. Okay, I'll go to the dashboard, and here we need to fetch the data. So I will say orders equal to, so this will be cart orders dot objects dot annotate. Okay, so this will same as like you can say group by, and this is values, and we will fetch the values. So what we need to do, first of all, we need the month. So month equal, we are assigning the value. So month equal to, we will use the special function from the from Django. So I will use from Django dot db dot models dot functions dot db dot models dot functions import extract month. Okay, so this will extract month from the date. So where I was on the dashboard, so here it will extract month, and the field name is order dt. So if you can see in the mod, if you go to the models.py, and if you go to the cart order, here you can see order dt, order date time. So in this we will fetch the value month, and then we will annotate, we will use annotate, and then we will count the values. So count equal to, we will use the count. I have already imported from the db models. So here you can see count. Okay, and then what I will do, count equal to, let's word wrap it, count equal to, we will count the data, so I will count the id. Okay, so we have count the id, then we need to fetch the values. So which values? Month and count. Okay, now we will pass this data here, orders, and then orders, and let's open the dashboard templates, and we will say user, we'll say dashboard, and here what I will do, I will print the orders. Okay, so go to the dashboard and refresh the page. So it is saying something because we have not run the server, we are not running the server. So I'll run the server. I don't understand why it is taking time. I will figure it out. Okay, so we have query month 6 count 1, month 7 count 1. Okay, we also need to convert this number into month, so we will use the calendar API also. Okay, so now I will do one trick here. We have a data, so I will for d in orders, and I'll create a months equal to this, let's say month month number, you can say month number, and I'll initialize as a list, and you can say count total orders. Okay, so I have created two lists, and now what I will do, where it was, I am doing in the orders, but it will not go into this, it will go into this. Okay, okay, now what I will do, I will pass this, I will append the data, append, and then what I will append, I will append or d dot, d dot, not dot, I will get the list, so actually this will return the list values, and now I will in the total orders. But why I am doing this, because why I am doing this, let me show you. Because when we use the chart library, we need labels and we need data. So I will fetch the label as a month, this will be our x-axis, and the data, this will be our y-axis. Okay, so that I'm getting this in a different variables, and so I will put this put that variable here. Okay, so that I'm getting this in a variables. Now I will pass this data. So orders, we don't need the orders actually, just month number, and this will be month number here, and then we need total orders, so here we will pass the total orders. Okay, just now. Okay, so let's go to the month number, and let's go to the total orders and see this. Refresh, here refresh will, so 6 7 1 11. Okay, so now we need to convert this number into a month. So what I will do, I will import calendar. Okay, so this is a default Python library. So what I will do here, so I hope the spelling is okay. So calendar dot month. Okay, we need to see this, get calendar API in Python for month name. Okay, I'll see this, and I'll go to the calendar, get month from the number. So as you know, Stack Overflow is yeah, so we can use month name. Okay, so I'll say month name, and here we will pass the number. So the number will be here, and this will be month. Okay, okay, so now let's refresh this page. So we have, what we have, uh, calendar, I think spelling is wrong, we need to DAR, so that it was not showing the hint. Okay, no problem. So now we have why it is showing the error now, because we have changed this. Fine, no problem. Now we have a June, July, 1 11. Okay, we will pass this data to a chart.js. Now we have it, now we are in the dashboard.php, our data is ready. Now we will implement the chart.js. Now I'll show you that how we can implement this. So I will go to the getting started, and first of all we need this canvas. So I will copy this div, and I will copy this div in my call md9. Then we will copy this library, because this is required library we need to load. So I will put it here, and then we need this configuration. So how we will configure this, let's see. So first of all we need this setup. So I will copy this setup and paste it here. Okay, we will change the label, and then configure, I will copy this and paste it here. So you can see that our data, this data is going here. Okay, and after that we need to call the chart.js library. So how we can call this, we can call this like this. Okay, so document.getElement by ib my chart, and we we just simply pass the config. Okay, so now it will load the chart.js file. So it is loading. So here you can see this is line chart. Okay, we will change this description. We will say orders by month. Refresh. So orders by month, and we can change this is a bar chart. So I will change this bar and refresh this. So it will show the bar chart. Okay, so February, January, February, whatever we have. Okay, now we need to get this data as a, we can say, month. What we have, month number. So month number, refresh the page. Actually the data return is in the decoded form. So I will add save. So now we have a June, July, and we need to add the corresponding data. So I will copy this and paste it here. Okay, so total orders goes here. This is the numbers. We don't need to add save. Refresh. Something is something is not showing. Orders by month, and actually we need to remove these quotes. Fine. So June has only one order, and July has 11. July has 11 orders. Okay, okay, fine, no problem. So let's go to the dashboard, and I'll verify the order numbers. Refresh the page and go to the orders. No orders. So we have 11 orders. Okay, so yeah, fine. Okay, so now you can see that how we have implemented the, and we need to remove this, how we have implemented the chart.js library. This is just a basic thing. You can explore as much as you can, because they have lots of option to do. Okay, so you can explore lots of things. You have, I'm just giving you options to exploring the things. Okay, so you have lots of now you have collecting lots of things to explore. Okay, so we have implemented the chart.js library, and we are showing this in the user dashboard. Okay, so that user can get idea that how many orders he have placed in a month. Okay, so thanks for watching this video, and I hope you are enjoying this series. And thank you so much. Please like, share, subscribe this channel, and comment your thoughts about this video, about this series, and comment your thoughts about the next project. Okay, so thank you so much.